Unbelievable. You have to.
Very
I want
believable.
to. I feel like I
Very
want to watch
believable.
back the tape and
Very
paint a picture.
believable.
What happened? Did we
Very
just watch?
believable.
Wait, what was your prediction going into this game? Did you actually think they
I
would pull
didn't
it
I
off?
didn't think Arsenal was going to win 3-0.
But did you think Arsenal would win, but not maybe the
I
scoreline that
was
you?
expecting it like a 2-1 Arsenal win.
So you're expecting Arsenal to win anyway?
I was expecting Arsenal to win. That was or draw. But I wasn't expecting Arsenal to lose. Arsenal win or draw. And maybe if they win, maybe narrowly 1-0
Mm-hmm.
or 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting Real Madrid to at least score a goal. If not for Courtois,
That'd been
if not,
worse.
we should have been talking about like 5 or 6-0.
It was horrible. It was a
Terrible
horrible. No,
performance.
it was a horrible
Terrible.
game for Madrid. Like honestly,
Terrible.
it was actually a horrible game.
Terrible game. And it
Wow.
spans from even this weekend, right? The last weekend, Real Madrid, I think they even lost last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
So
even
what's the way
check.
forward? Is Madrid out? What I think.
They're out, Kingsley.
But remember though, Liverpool were able to
Mhm.
pull it off.
Pull it off how?
Liverpool were in this situation like with Barcelona, right? And were able
Mhm.
to pull it off, winning the second leg at home.
Mhm.
So can't Madrid repeat history? Can't this be a thing of like, you know?
Kingsley.
I
The
feel like it's
the,
very
the
possible.
the main thing that bothers me is that
Mhm.
Arsenal. What is Arsenal's strongest suit? What do you think their strongest suit is?
Like what they are good at
Yes. What do you think they are good at?
defending.
Good. Now you see, even the games that Arsenal lost, they don't
Mm,
lose by more than 1-0.
that's
The
true.
the best the worst loss they've had maybe 2-0. They
Mhm.
don't lose more than that. So for Real Madrid to score Arsenal 3-0, do you think Arsenal will not score?
But they were at home.
Arsenal is just,
There are a lot of
the,
things. I
the
feel.
problem I have is that Real Madrid created the perfect scenario for Arsenal to go to the Bernabeu and just stay back, which is what they like.
Which is what they are
Arsenal, like,
comfortable at.
they are comfortable at it.
Mhm.
You see, first
But there
first
were
half,
moments though. There were moments.
first
Mbappe
half
had
it
the
was
chance.
equal. Nobody
Mbappe had
was
the
on top.
chance. He did
Yes,
not
first half,
score.
first half,
There were
first,
moments. I feel like there were
first
moments.
half it was equal in terms of how they were both playing, and you didn't know how the game would swing. But
Mhm.
second half, I just felt like the game plan was get free kicks. That was it. I knew that was the plan. Get free kick second half. You notice when Saka had the ball for that
Mhm.
second free kick, he had the ball. He could have laid the pass. He refused to lay the pass. What did he do?
I don't know. I don't think it was just a thing of get free kicks. I think it was
No, no. Look at the two. Okay, look at the two free kicks.
I don't no, I understand, but I don't really think the plan was to get free kicks. I think
In the
coming into
second half, I felt like part
second
of the
half,
yes,
second
part
half,
of the
Madrid
discussion
were not
was
playing as well as Real Madrid were not playing as well as Arsenal for sure. But the plan was definitely not get free kicks. I think it was a thing of like Saka's individual brilliance
yes,
coupled with the
they can
idea
rise.
being the
I
idea
think I
being
think
I
no.
think I think the major instruction could be maybe give the ball across or cross into the box type of thing. Because I
And
found that Saka was trying to do that a lot of the times,
yes, a
right?
lot of times, yeah, you tried that a lot, a lot. But the
Mm-hmm,
thing is, what I also feel now is
mm-hmm,
Real Madrid, they kind of had a swag. Like,
mm-hmm.
oh, we're Real Madrid. Nah, it's us now we're playing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That first goal sent a shock into their system.
Did you expect that free kick?
Yes,
That,
so
no, but
like
that free
the
kick was
free kick was just too good.
it was even I was like,
I was
whoa.
like,
When
what?
did Declan Rice start scoring free kicks? I thought
What?
Declan Rice was like defend pass, but he has
God.
kind of shaped into this box to box. I've noticed making these forward runs,
I
almost
was
like kind of Bellingham kind of position at Madrid. You get what I'm saying?
the shock. I was really shocked.
Easy.
Extremely shocked.
That
Do you get
free
what
kick.
I'm saying?
Wow, that was crazy. But the second free kick was even better than the first one.
That's what I told you. I said after the first free kick went in,
Mm-hmm.
right? I just felt Saka made up that second free kick.
Mm-hmm.
Saka had the chance to lay the
Yeah.
ball off. He had
Mm-hmm.
it twice. If you notice,
Yeah.
he had it twice and he refused. He decided to take a driving run, and he
Mm-hmm.
knows they were going to bring him down.
He knew.
He knew,
He knew.
and that position is too delicate.
Yeah.
Like
True, true, true,
I was
true.
expecting Odegaard to take that free kick as a left footer, right? But
Mhm.
oh my god, when Declan and the free, it was well planned because two guys block Courtois,
Mhm.
and this guy power shot to the top corner
How
of
do
the
you
box.
also score in the keeper side? You know,
Yeah,
guys,
that's what I'm saying. The keeper was not far from the ball.
was right there.
Yes.
He
The
was
thing is that the ball went through the wall. The two guys in the wall
yeah.
just came out like this.
Mhm.
So it was solid. So I think what Courtois was expecting was that he was going to bend it this way.
Towards the other
Yes,
side.
to the other side. Or Odegaard
Yeah.
was going to take it. Because he
Mhm.
was worried about the first one. The first one went in. He
Yeah,
bent
but
around the
the first one,
wall.
he
He
didn't
bent
see,
around the
he didn't
wall.
see the ball. Yeah, it's like he saw it
Gone.
too late. He saw it
Yeah,
too late. Yeah, he saw it
gone.
too late.
So I think he was caught in between two men, like, oh, this free kick, is he going to bend it again or what is he going to do? So okay, let me
Mhm.
just stay here. But lo
Yeah,
and behold, the wall
right.
just gave way like this. The ball went like
Great.
short. It didn't bend, it just
Yeah,
went straight
it
like
was
this.
the power in that
Ah,
strike too.
the
The
keeper
power
was
in
not
that
getting
strike.
it. The keeper was
Nah,
not
that
getting
was
it.
that was crazy, man. That was really sick.
Ah, but Real Madrid.
I was shocked. No, but honestly, I
The
have to say,
first goal made me shocked. I was a
with,
bit shocked. I was
with
shocked.
the first goal, like the
Yes,
Arsenal
when
scored.
Arsenal scored, I was in shock. So
Fair.
imagine how Real Madrid players felt.
I think everybody was surprised because number one is Declan Rice. I
Yeah, he
honestly did
doesn't
not know
score free
Declan
kick.
was that good at free kicks.
Yeah,
I promise you, I don't
Mm.
really watch Arsenal games a lot, but all the Arsenal games I've watched, I
Yeah,
don't really think Declan takes free kicks. I feel like it's more Odegaard, right? Or maybe Saka.
it's Odegaard and Saka that
I've
take
never
free
really
kick.
seen Declan Rice to be a free
Yeah,
kick taker, but him
yeah,
scoring these free kicks, damn,
was
that's
good.
crazy.
Was
But
good.
honestly, right? So now that Arsenal's won 3-0, honestly, that's it. Real
No,
Madrid won.
let's look at the facts. First of all, in the last 4 games of Real, I have Real Madrid last 4 games. Let's go to the 4 games. In the weekend, they lost to Valencia in
Mm-hmm.
the Bernabeu 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal will even beat them in the Bernabeu. They lost 2-1 in the Bernabeu. The game before that, it was 4-4, Copa del Rey. The game before that, Leganes, they managed to win.
Mm-hmm.
They should have lost that game. Villarreal, they managed to win.
But
Right. So
I always feel like Real Madrid, they are a Champions League team. So they always kind of find the way. I know 3-1 is unexpected,
yeah,
but some part of me is just like maybe they might be able to tie that maybe 3-3 in aggregates, and it might go to penalties.
there's no Kingsley,
Maybe.
there's no time. I don't think there's any time. They are out. They are
It's
out.
almost.
They are out. You know why I said I'm really confident about it, right? Why I say Real Madrid is out. People might
Mhm.
not agree. People I saw Marcel Desailly saying, "Oh, it's Real Madrid. They can go to the Bernabeu and beat Arsenal 3-0." And I'm like, bro, come on. You think Arsenal will be that open for you to score 3-0? Ateta, the king in defending, 6 man.
I think
That day in the Bernabeu is going to be 6-4. That's what you are going to see. 6 across that defense line and 4.
because
That's
what's the
what it's going to
right?
be. There's no need
What's
for him to. Why is he going to come out?
yeah, it's theirs to lose, right? I just
When
want
he's
to
not going to come out, there's no incentive for him
he
to
has to
come
make
out.
sure he has to just make sure he doesn't lose the game.
That's it.
He has to make sure he doesn't lose.
That's it. Even if he loses by 1, and he's going to score. I know, because the thing is that Real Madrid need to score, right? Arsenal will sit back 6-4. You defend for the first 25 minutes. You can't get that goal. You are vulnerable at the back.
Yeah, there's a chance that dude. Yeah.
That's it. So that's my only fear. But all round, I just felt like Real Madrid, they were they were poor.
But honestly, Arsenal moving on from Madrid, if they're able to get to the semifinals, I
Yeah.
honestly feel like Arsenal might get to the final.
No, Kingsley, let's not even go there. I made a prediction in the last round. No. Take me serious. You've not been
No, I'm
taking me
taking you serious.
serious.
I'm taking you
Okay, you take
serious.
me okay.
No, I'm
I
taking
made
you
a
serious.
prediction. I told you that we would
Mhm.
all be looking and Aston
Mm.
Villa will get to the final. Is it not what I told you?
Yeah, that's what you told me.
If we are
Which
not
which
careful,
which I feel like is impossible. I don't think Aston Villa will get to the final.
okay.
I feel is
Now,
impossible.
while I see if anything that makes Aston Villa go through PSG,
Mhm.
they can
Mhm.
beat Arsenal. Yes. Okay, look at it. If Aston Villa was to go against Real Madrid, Aston Villa is out.
No, not with Saka back. I would have agreed. I would have agreed with this take if Saka was still injured, but
Mm,
honestly, not with Saka in the team.
you
I
think
think
so?
not with Saka in the team. Saka is so important and so critical to Arsenal's game. You need him to do all the trickery. You need him to make the crosses. You need him to make that pass, in the box. You need
Yeah,
him to cut on his left and shoot. You need him to find like Saka is so creative, and
true.
the amount of chances he creates in a game is just. I'm seeing Arsenal as a team where if they get a striker, like let's say they go into the summer transfer and they get Isak. If they
Yeah,
get a striker that can convert, that can score, not
yeah.
Merino that is playing striker.
But Merino is even doing
Yeah, no,
well.
Merino is decent,
He's
but
doing better than Kai Havertz. I hope you know.
anything is better than Kai Havertz. We can't use Kai Havertz as a
True,
yardstick
as a
to measure
yardstick.
anything.
Yeah.
So, like, if they get a decent striker, like maybe like an Isak, right, and you
Or
pair that
even
with,
Osimhen.
or even Osimhen, crazy, pair that with Saka's creativity, I really think that Arsenal might win a lot more trophies. They actually might cook, to be honest. And this is a strong take. I don't really give Arsenal a lot of
So
but
as
what
I
are
was saying, right? I said
Mhm.
first of all, I told you before when Arsenal Real Madrid, I told you Arsenal. I think Arsenal can go through.
Yeah.
I sincerely said that I think Arsenal can go through. If Arsenal goes through and they meet Aston Villa,
Mhm.
Aston Villa can sneak through Arsenal.
I don't
Because
think
you
so.
know why I say so. You know why I say so.
Not
Listen,
with
just
not with
listen to
not
me.
with this team. No,
You
but
know why I
continue.
say so.
Mhm.
Aston Villa has been a thorn in Arsenal's flesh in the
That's
last two
true.
seasons. They've
That's
been
true.
scared of them. They've been losing to them. They've been drawing with them,
Yeah, we know they lose all
right?
the time in Aston Villa's house.
So
That's true.
so my own prediction is if Aston Villa crosses PSG and they meet Arsenal, they have a chance of entering that final that I predicted.
I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think so, man. I don't think that's just me. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible for that to happen with Saka back with this team. Like
And you
looking
know
at
Saka
solid,
is injured again.
is it really injured or just a knock? I feel like it's just a
He's
knock.
in okay already, but we don't know how long he'll be out for. Do we know?
We don't know, but with how solid, like, what's his name? How solid Lewis Skelly is, how he looks good. Saka in the team. I know Gabriel is out, but I didn't really feel Gabriel. He wasn't really
Yeah.
missing in this game. Like they have
Did
backups,
well, did
like
well.
they have
Did
defensive
well.
backups. To be honest,
Yeah.
Arsenal are
Yeah.
solid defensively. So with Saka back creating chances, I don't really see. I know Aston Villa have a solid team too with Marlon, Asensio, you know, Rashford, all these people in the team and stuff, whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think so. This team went against Real Madrid, and they
Mm,
went toe to toe with Madrid. This was not a game where like Arsenal is defending, Madrid is playing. It was end to end, all game.
true.
All game. They went toe to toe, and
True.
once
True.
Madrid slept, the
Yeah.
5-10 minutes that Madrid were sloppy, defensive wise, capitalize on that.
Yeah, but at two and I think Another thing I saw in this Arsenal team, which I've not seen in the previous Champions League, they are a bit mature. This
Yes,
this team is a bit mature. In the sense that they knew that Real Madrid at 1-0 is not game over.
it's not game
It
over.
means nothing. They kept on playing. They kept
Mm-hmm.
on playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they got that free kick, in fact, I just felt like Declan Rice made up his mind that he was going to score.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Do you get? He scored.
Mm-hmm.
Then something in them still said, "No, we are going to still keep going." They kept on going.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? It was after that third goal entered that Teta just said, "Lock shop."
Mm-hmm.
We're locking
Yeah,
everywhere.
but yeah, so looking at it, like I said, Arsenal, the path seems clear. They go do what's needed in the Bernabeu. The path seems clear to the final, and if they get to the final, maybe they might win Champions League. Maybe maybe
Let's not get
maybe
too
this
far.
is the year. Like if Arteta
But
doesn't win
I'm
the
forgetting
Prem,
the other side of the tie, right? Inter Milan, Bayern Munich.
but honestly, it's between Inter Milan and Barcelona at this point
You think so?
on who's going to get to the
Final.
final. That's how it looks like because Inter won Bayern Munich, right? They won
Yeah, but
Bayern.
Bayern Munich can 2-1 means nothing. It's football, right? 2-1 means
It
nothing.
means nothing, but
Yeah. They can go to Inter's house and win.
still it's Inter. I don't
Yeah.
think Bayern have what it takes to beat
Yeah,
Inter.
so
Not in
like
Champions
I
League.
told you before, the only thing about Bayern that I said I wasn't confident was their coach.
Mhm,
He does not have the know-how. He
mhm.
doesn't have it. Yes, he
Chooks on the
doesn't.
chat said this year is a replica of 2006.
Oh, this year is a replica. Why is it a replica?
Oh, does it mean like the Arsenal team of 06?
Arsenal team of 06. Oh, finally it's possible. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. I remember. Baka
That's
Arsenal
true.
and they now end up losing.
That's true.
True. That might happen again.
I'm telling you, and actually, that's a very solid thing. It's very
Yeah,
possible for Arsenal
yeah.
to get to the final, face Barcelona, and lose to Barcelona
And
because
lose. No, no, no.
Barcelona,
If they face Hansi Flick in the final, they are not win. He's not winning. Nah, I don't think
Lamine
so.
Yamal, those boys,
That's true. But you
Rafinha.
never can tell, right? You never can tell. I don't know.
Honestly, this team, like the last time we were live, I told you that this Arsenal team deserves a trophy, right?
Mm,
And you're like, no, nobody deserves a trophy, whatnot. But I feel like this team can do it. They might
mm,
actually win Champions League.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? They might actually do it. So
Is their only trophy, so we'll see. It's just I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Chooks is saying Baka gets to the final and they just win. And they just win the treble.
no, but imagine them winning the treble though.
Ah,
Imagine Barcelona winning the treble.
God, no, no. And Liverpool just wins one trophy.
Bro. That would still be better than Chelsea trying to qualify for Champions League.
Oh my! I knew you were going to put me into this conversation. Chelsea is not a club. We're not and boys. They don't bring us into they are like kindergarten. So don't men are talking. Don't bring Chelsea into this. Do you get what I'm saying? But
Mhm,
I don't know. Baka,
mhm.
not Baka. Inter Milan, Bayern. Who do you think is going through?
Inter Milan for sure. Inter Milan.
Yeah, sure.
For me, that's how I feel. That's where I'm
Because
leaning. I'm leaning more Inter
if you watch that game,
Milan. Mhm.
they just Inter Milan were just defending throughout. They locked everywhere. One counter attack, they scored. The other counter attack, they had few chances though, but
But like you said,
Bayern
like,
Munich,
2-1 means nothing. 2-1
it
actually
means
means
nothing,
so
to be
it's
honest. Because if Bayern goes to Inter's house and scores 1-0,
mhm.
that's all.
That's a tie. Right? That's a tie.
That's it, right? So that tie is still open, but you see this Arsenal, Real Madrid.
It's done.
I think he's done. Is it Chuk say Kane missed a sitter today? Probably it costs
That
Bayern.
definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, that definitely goes
Yeah.
by.
And the Kane cost is still there, right?
Yeah. If
Hopefully he wins
yeah,
something. He's won the title already, right?
Yeah, they're doing well in the league. So
I think he has a trophy already. Not yet.
they are the most difficult team to score this season. And to be
Yeah.
honest, defense,
Ah,
that's what they say. Defense will win you titles. So
they are defensively, they are too
teams that
organized.
look good, the teams that look solid defensively are actually the teams that are going far in this Champions League.
But what of if I'm putting it forward now? What of if we have like an Inter Arsenal final? That final will be so boring. You'll be like so
Because of
so
how
so,
like
so
tactical
boring,
the
right? In
because
Inter Bayern final will be crazily boring. Two defensive team. This one is locking shot. This one is. But I think Arsenal will attack in that game.
Arsenal, they can do this. Arsenal team can do anything: attack, defend.
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
when to
yeah,
like, they know when to do switch things up. So
yeah, yeah.
I think they're, yeah, like I keep saying, like this is a team that will definitely get to the final. I'll be shocked if they don't get to the final. Whether or not they win Champions League, that one I can't speak on. But
Okay, so
Inter
let me
will beat
put this.
Arsenal.
Let me put this forward. You
Mhm.
were a strong supporter of Real Madrid coming into this round.
Everybody knows I'm a Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
that's your second
That's my
love,
second.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So let's assume Real Madrid is out. Who would you put your heart on to win?
To win the Champions League
To win the Champions League?
right now,
Yes.
I will have to say Barcelona.
Baka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why
I'm
you say
still
why you say okay like that? You're
I'm
really like
saying okay. There's nothing
no,
I'm
the way
saying.
you said that okay was like okay, like you don't expect
Barcelona have been no
Barcelona is a solid team.
yeah, yeah.
Bro,
It's
like they can
the
win the
same thing
Champions
Ash
League.
said on the last life, right?
They
He
can
said
win it, yeah.
Baka might win the Champions League, and I think that's who he
Yes.
supported
They can win the
from the
Champions
start,
League for sure.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But me, there's still one team I'm still supporting, and I'm putting my hat off.
What team is that?
Nobody, Aston Villa. Unai Emery has done it several times. Nobody's looking at this guy.
Aston Villa is not going to win the Champions League.
Okay,
They might
maybe
go.
when
Sure,
if
they might remove PSG.
if it happens,
Mm-hmm.
please clip this as a shot and let the whole world know I said it.
That was
Do you
that
get?
Aston Villa was going to win the Champions League.
I've said it from the beginning.
Fair, you said it's not
Yeah,
possible. It's not Andy. It's not
it's
possible.
not possible.
It's not possible. You guys comment in the chat who you think will win the Champions League.
Aston
Let's,
Villa to
let's
win
hear
the
your
Champions League.
predictions. Comment in the chat who you think will win Champions League. But to be honest, this Champions League will surprise everybody. I think the winner of the Champions League is not as obvious as
Everyone thinks.
as everyone thinks, because the teams are almost, because look at what's happening. Liverpool PSG, everyone was leaning towards Liverpool. We're
The
out of
whole
the
world,
Champions League, bro.
the whole world,
It
practically.
doesn't even make any sense, bro. Like we topped the league, the Champions League,
Exactly.
actually.
And it felt like they gave you the weakest team.
Felt like they gave us the weakest team. Why are you not beating PSG? I'm shocked. Why are you
But
not beating?
this PSG side are good.
Yeah, no, but looking at it on paper, a team
Yes.
that's top of their league, top of
League.
the
Yeah.
Champions
Yeah.
League,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
final of the Carabao, you're
Yeah.
expecting that, yeah,
Yeah.
this is a team
Yeah.
that's going to easily beat PSG,
Yeah.
and then what happens? We're out.
Do we have any Arsenal fans in the chat? I know they will hear them now. Dembski, I wish Dembski is around. Could have given us. Those are die
Huge.
hard.
This is a huge win for Arsenal. Huge win.
God, God.
Mm.
Like it's today. I never, to be honest with Kingsley, I'll be honest, I
Mhm.
never respected Ateta.
Why?
But today, I respect him. He's becoming a man. No, for him to beat Don Carlo, he's become a man. He's beating Pep, he's beating Don Carlo. What is left?
Honestly,
He's a man now. He's no more a student. I'm
honestly,
gonna fear him. Oh,
he's good. He's good.
ah,
I'm telling you, what is missing from the Arsenal team is just a striker, bro. Just a striker. Once they get a striker, they'll
truth is
destroy
saying,
people.
PSG side they are dangerous. I expect Liverpool. He expected Liverpool to beat them, but Mendes did his job. Yeah, and Salah
I
has
gave
not been the same again.
bro. To
But
be
to be
honest,
fair,
like,
Salah was
to be
fast,
honest, no, honestly,
right?
I gave the, I posted a video on TikTok, right? I posted a
Yeah.
video giving this take, and tell me what you think about it. In the league right now, if you look
Yeah.
at Saka, if you look at Salah,
Mm.
who is the better right winger when it comes to creating chances in important games?
Salah, I'll say.
In important games,
Yes,
Salah.
yes. Ah, it's tight. Saka does so important games. He turns
To
up.
be honest,
Yeah.
I rarely see, if I look at the two players, I rarely see Saka ghost
No, he
compared to
doesn't.
Salah.
Yeah, you're right. Chooks
Like,
is saying Saka. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It's
You're
crazy.
right.
So look, even in that PSG game, like, what did Salah do in that game? What did he do in the game? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
See,
Exactly.
Salah shows up.
Saka shows up
Salah shows up
every
in
game.
every game. Yeah,
I've not watched. I'm yet to watch a
yeah,
game.
yeah,
I'm yet
yeah,
to watch a game where Saka wasn't doing well. Saka goes. You rarely find Saka goes. He's
yeah.
hardworking. Like,
And,
sometimes
and
I
you
see him
know,
moving defend. I see Saka
yes, he comes back to defend.
goes back to
He comes
defend.
back to defend.
He
Yeah,
actually
that's
does
true.
that.
You're right.
It's only this
And you
season.
know, before this round, we said something. I think it's the same thing Chuk said. Chuk said he said, to be honest, Atletico would have been a more difficult team to beat than Real Madrid. Yes, that's what I feel. If Arsenal met Atletico,
Mhm.
they can't score 3-0. Never.
No,
Never.
no. Madrid, they are very lucky to even pass the whole Atletico Madrid,
Yeah, stage, yeah.
stage, because I feel
But
like if not because of penalties,
uh,
they were not going to survive.
Atletico were the betters. They should
They
have
were the
gone through.
better side.
Yeah,
So
they should have gone through. Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, what are your expectations for tomorrow's games?
What are tomorrow's
Enough of
games?
Real Madrid.
Aston
Tomorrow's game.
Villa, Aston Villa, PSG.
Man, my team is playing
I
tomorrow.
mean, who's playing? Who's playing at home? PSG is playing at home, or who's playing at home?
I don't know. Let me check.
Aston Villa, PSG. Let me just check that real quick. Champions League fixtures. Oh yeah, PSG, Aston Villa. Okay, PSG is at home. Barcelona, Dortmund. Barcelona, Dortmund. I think Barca at home too. I
Back
think,
at home.
yeah. I think PSG to
Who is
defeat.
back? Who is back? Barca is playing Dortmund.
Yeah, Dortmund. I think Barcelona defeats Dortmund.
Dortmund. Oh,
Exactly what Chuk said. Dembele is on fire. But don't count that as you. True. That honestly is hard to
thank
it's
you.
hard to say. It's hard
Asensio.
to say. It's hard to say, but
These are champion. That's a Champions League man. No, Asensio. You know how many Champions League he has from Real Madrid?
I don't know. I feel no, but definitely PSG. I'm leaning more PSG winning because PSG they're at home, right? So I feel like PSG at home they should be
Yeah,
defeating Aston Villa. Maybe like a 2-1. I'll predict like a 2-1 in that game. Like 2-1 in that game. But I will
2-1.
lean more like 2-1, 2-0. Nothing crazy. I don't see crazy scoreline. Like 2-1, 2-0, 1-0.
Hmm.
But maybe 2-1. 2-1 for sure.
You can't really say. Me, I'm going to go all out to support Aston Villa in that game.
Mm-hmm.
PSG must go home. They must.
I
They
don't really
must.
think I think this would be an Arsenal PSG semi-final. I don't really see Aston
I
Villa
think so.
in this fixture. For me personally,
If
looking
it's
at
Arsenal, if it's Arsenal PSG, that means Arsenal is in the final.
you never can say because that PSG side too, they are strong. You can't really say Luis Enrique and that team,
Hmm.
there's something special. I feel like if Arsenal were playing PSG, this game would feel a little bit different. It will feel a little bit
We'll
different.
see. We'll
So,
see.
but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
But
see.
who does Arsenal play this weekend? You know that plays a huge fact.
Mm-hmm. It
Because you
actually
know
does.
he's trying to chase Premier League too.
Mm.
Arsenal's next 4 games. Let me see. They are playing Brentford. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. After Real Madrid, they play Ipswich. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. It's not even send the kids forward. They'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah. But what are our final thoughts? Final
Final thoughts.
on Champions League
I think the whole world was shocked today,
for
and
sure.
yeah,
Mhm.
Ateta proved everyone wrong. He showed us that yes, I'm a manager that had and which is fair. He's coined out his he came from the school of Guardiola, but
Mhm.
he's coined out his own
Style.
style of play and everything and how he wants his team to set up. And today we saw the way Ateta wants to play,
Mhm.
right? Different and is unique. It's different from the way Man City play,
Mhm.
right? So that's it. I feel now to me, I started to rest immediately they blew the final whistle.
Mhm.
I started to respect Ateta. If he can go through,
Mhm.
that respect will remain stamped. Ateta is a coach. He's
No,
a
no,
god.
Ateta definitely is. Ateta definitely
No,
is
we everybody used to disrespect him now. He was like,
sure. I think I mean with the team that he has, there are a lot of expectations, right? There are a lot of
yeah.
expectations with
But
that.
forget that you remember that he's the one that built the team.
Yes, he's the one that beat the
And he's
team.
still adding people to that team. He added Louis Kelly, added
Exactly.
Saka, so many young guys, right? So what are we saying?
Exactly. So
So,
I think Ateta is a good coach. He has built a strong team.
so we'll see.
Definitely
It's
not
just that striker. If they get
Yeah,
that
he's
striker,
definitely not lacking as a manager.
yeah,
Tactically,
yeah,
he has really shown up this season.
yeah,
I think, like
yes,
you said, something you pointed out, coining his own way. I feel like if you look at the last 2 seasons, it almost felt like Ateta was trying to almost play
copy.
Pep's game, copy
Yes. And that's why
like
he
for
could not
like,
win Pep.
could
He could
never
not
win
win
Pep
Pep.
because they are playing his style. But
Yes.
it's something he has done,
Yeah.
with the signings he had. I think maybe he looked at not having a striker and was
Mm,
like, how can I form my own identity? And if you notice one key thing, right?
mm,
Arsenal started becoming good in certain aspects of their game. First, they became good
yes.
in corners. Then they
Yes.
became now it's like they're becoming good in free kicks. It's like they're
Yeah.
becoming good in set pieces in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're coming up with creative free kick, corners. Because
Yeah.
he's now like, how can I find a way to win games? That kind of thing. How can I find a way
Mm,
to win games? So Arsenal now, and with Arteta's tactics, I have to say, like, they are on point. They
yeah.
are on point to winning things. The only thing that is missing from that squad, like people have been
Mm,
saying, Arteta has not been listening. Kai Havertz
is
is not a striker. Get
no,
yourself
no.
a solid
The
striker.
new sporting director will know that 12 years in
Get yourself
Atletico.
a solid striker. There are talks with Isak.
He will get rid of Kai Havertz. Trust me.
Yeah, Kai
Just
Havertz has to go.
you
Saudi this
you
summer.
get rid
Learn
of him.
Arabic. Learn Arabic. Go to Saudi straight up.
Yeah.
Sky Havertz has to leave the team. Sterling useless. He doesn't add anything to the team.
Yeah.
Arteta, let's go of these useless players. Build
Yeah.
yourself an actual squad depth.
Squad.
Squad
Yeah.
depth.
He
If
needs
you
at least two more players, two
if
good
you need to
players.
if
Yeah.
you need to go to the academy and sign some people into the
Even
team, go
Jorginho
and
needs to
bring the
go
young
too.
boys. You understand?
Jorginho needs to go.
Exactly. Arsenal historically have been a team that rely on youthful players.
Yeah.
So we look into the academy, look for people that will provide squad depth that are actually good, that actually want to play for the badge, right?
Yeah.
Don't bring
The
this
way
thing.
brought in Miles Lewis Kelly, right? It's the same way he should go.
I'm sure that there are more players like that, right?
Yeah.
The
He's
academy.
brought the guy that was playing in place of Saka. What's his name? Um, on the right wing, I forgotten his name.
Waneri.
Waneri. That's
Mhm.
an example to youth team
As an
product.
example,
So
Maneri is really
yeah,
solid, really, really
yeah,
solid. So yeah, like I said, my final thoughts on Champions League. I think Arsenal definitely. But before I give my final thought, let's just address some comments. Let me see. We talked
yeah.
about the Brentford is not an easy game.
Brentford
We
is not an easy game. That's what
For
Chooks is
sure,
saying.
Brentford is not an easy game, but I think it's a game
They will
that
be
Arsenal
there.
will definitely
They will be
win.
there.
So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So yeah, my final thoughts on Champions League. I think today Arsenal made a statement, and the Champions League really surprised us, right?
yeah,
Surprised us, and
yeah,
Real Madrid finally got exposed, right? Because they faced a side that is an actual good side that
Good
played well.
side, yes, that will not show any response.
Not sure
They show
yeah,
them respect, but they are there to play football.
they are there to play, right? Did
Yeah,
not lose their heads, stay
yeah,
disciplined, stay
yeah,
structured. And
yeah,
that's reflected how poor Madrid have been, because Madrid have
yeah.
been relying on individual brilliances just kind of pair
For
it
the
together
longest time.
somehow.
For the
But now
longest
this kind of showed that tactically, honestly, we have to be honest with ourselves. Tactically, Real Madrid
Yeah,
are not playing the most sound game. I can
yeah.
call
So
I
they
can
were
call
terrible
two,
today.
three other teams that
Yeah,
play better football than
better.
Real
Yeah,
Madrid, right?
yeah,
Four
yeah,
teams that play better football than Real Madrid. So, and Arsenal showed us today that Madrid is not really a strong side like we think they are.
yeah,
And it proved Madrid, they are pretty much out of the Champions League at this point. So, but
yeah.
Arsenal side, I still feel like they have what it takes to get to the final of the Champions League. Whether or not they win the Champions League,
We don't know.
my hands
We
are not
don't
there.
know.
That's completely up to them.
It's left for Ateta.
Arteta and his squad. Yeah, that if they go to Bernabeu and they get sloppy, they could get 3 goals. It's
Oh
anything
my God!
in
Please
Madrid.
don't make me have nightmares. Please don't.
No, it's Madrid. Like it's Real
Possible.
Madrid.
It's
It's very
possible.
possible
Yeah.
they can go to Bernabeu and Madrid will show people that yeah, this is my
The
competition.
only thing I pray that Teta should not get too carried away. Goes to Bernabeu, defend.
Defense,
Six,
stay
four,
disciplined. Stay
six,
disciplined.
keeper, six people and four in front. That's what you should do.
Let them counter them.
Let them walk. Let
Mhm,
Jude Bellingham and the rest let them walk.
mhm.
Right? So that's it.
Yeah,
So before we go, predictions for tomorrow. What are your scores?
I think
Predictions.
tomorrow PSG Aston Villa. I'll
Mm,
give it PSG to win. I will
mhm.
lean towards maybe like a 2-0, 2-1. Um,
I'll predict
very
draw
similar, very
for
similar
that
to
game. Draw
yeah.
or Aston Villa win.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Barcelona
Barcelona will win. Yeah.
Barcelona win Dortmund. Mm. I think, but if there are red cards in the game, maybe
Mm,
Dortmund might. If Barcelona get a red card or anything, maybe that might affect the game. But in general,
mm. Yeah.
on paper, Barcelona.
Okay. We'll be back tomorrow.
Right. We'll be back tomorrow after the games. We'll go live after the game, so you guys watch out. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so so you get notified when we go live and
Yeah.
stuff. And if you're joining us on Twitch, make sure you follow us. Facebook, follow as well.
So,
I appreciate you guys for staying this long. So,
yeah. Yeah.
bye.
Thanks.